Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when we feel like an o'clock. I'm Pearlo Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom on the Pearlo Wisdom Show. I'm solo today, as you can see, but that's okay. We're going to have so many people come in the land that we won't even know what to do with them all. So we are going to have a blast today. Uh, Jacket, no. Steel Flyers is the guy you want to talk to. You look up Steel Flyers CL. How you doing, my friend? What's his? Let me. I'll show you what Steel Flyers Twitter is. Uh, Here. There you go. You go Twitter that, buddy. At Steel Flyers 52. By the way, if you want to go on my Twitter, that's my Twitter right there. Pearlo's NHL POW. If any of you that just came on don't have it, Victoria, welcome to the land. Wow, we got lots of you coming in already. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a killer day, man. We're going to go through Friday's picks, see how we did. I'm pretty sure some people are getting some Perlo swag. And you're going to get a choice this time. You can have a Pearlo ring, a Pearlo bracelet, or a Pearlo necklace. Unless you're Victoria, who wants nothing. Nothing. Just good energy going to you. Didn't really. Oh, what did we have happen over the weekend here? No major issues, really. No major things happen in the NHL, trades and all that. Do you guys know something that maybe I'm not thinking? There's a lot of rumors of trades going on. She wants a t-shirt. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get that. Philly flopped. Philly sucked horribly. Yeah, there's going to be some. Unless there is like a complete about face here in the very near future, there's going to be some big changes. Yeah, Boyd went to Vancouver. They also picked. Didn't they take two players from Toronto? Toronto tried to waive Boyd, and they tried to waive. What's his name? VC, and they took them both. Nice. You have so many T-shirts. Yeah, they tried to waive Boyd and they tried to waive VC and Jimmy VC, yeah, and it didn't work out so well. Vancouver will probably waive one of those again, and then Toronto will pick them up. I don't know. Toronto wasn't using VC worth a darn, so. I guess we have the whole COVID thing. Boston got a whole bunch of COVID going on there, so they're going to be out for a while. That was probably the biggest news. Do you guys hear about any trades? Steel Flyer ones? I'm sure he's going to make up some swag. I don't think he has it done yet, Steel. But we are going to be making up some shirts, yeah. We're going to be making up some swag, and then we'll be giving shirts and stuff like that away to people who like win for the month or something like that. The main thing I'm hearing is like, for instance, Raquel to Toronto. I heard quite a bit of that. No to Foley tonight for the Canadians. Yeah, it's pretty big. We got two teams tonight. Vancouver just finished playing Montreal, and they had to travel all the way home through three time zones. So they left 2 days ago, landed, had a day off. Now are going through three time zones. They got to play the Jets tonight. Edmonton is Edmonton goes the other way. They go from Edmonton to Montreal, and they got to play Montreal tonight after traveling three. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Yeah, please no. No, we don't need Eric Goodbranson. I know we need toughness. Okay, if you're just going to use him as a seventh guy to come in and add some toughness in some games, okay, that's fine. But if they're thinking about playing him in the high end, no. He's not a very good defenseman. He's so overrated. It's crazy. Now, there's a good thing to discuss. Frederik Andersen, I don't know if they're looking to get rid of him. The last loss was apparently injury related. They brought him back a little too soon from injury. But I'm starting to get the feeling, as you likely are getting the feeling, that if there was a team out there that was, had a really good goaltender and were willing to take Frederik Andersen plus, that their ears would be open to it. But you think they're going to run with Campbell as their number one? I don't think so. He had a mental problem. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, who are you trading him for? No, I think they'll sign Nugent Hopkins for sure. I don't know how they're going to fit it under the cap, but I think they'll sign him. They love Nuge. It's going to really depend on what kind of numbers he's talking about. I mean, hopefully you can get him at $7 million a year or something like that. If he's willing to go there, then fine. But if he's looking for the big money, maybe they do got to let him go. But then how do you replace him? Oh, I Pearlo danced, my friend. I certainly did. You just weren't on time. Why am I Pearlo dancing for someone who wasn't on time for the program? I'm not sure. Not sure why I'm doing that. I saw that. I don't think he said he wanted that. I don't know. I didn't listen to the video. I saw the thing. I don't know if he wants that, or if he's just putting that out there. Is Quick really an upgrade over Anderson? I mean, if you're going to do that, then basically you're going Campbell as your number one, because Quick can't be a number one right now. He's not a number one. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be hoping for Coots. As of right now, I don't think Philadelphia wins that game. Yeah, Garland's 25. If they're thinking about trading Garland, there's two things about that. One reason why they put out a name like Garland out there is to get people calling so they can see what is available out there. I think for Garland, a 25-year-old guy, I think they're going to want too much. It's going to hurt. Let's put it that way. Yeah, like I think, like say Florida called. It's a possibility. They could always use more scoring. I think they'd be asking for their first this year, Denisenko, and maybe somebody else. So that's a lot. That's a lot to give up, but it's probably what Garland is worth right now. So they're going to have to decide. We're going to kind of give up our future because Denisenko could probably be as good, if not better, than is a plus 12. Yeah, good. That's a really good reason why plus minus isn't the most accurate of stats. Although I do like Gudis, but he's not like a superstar or anything like that. Coaching certainly matters, no doubt about that. Look at how many games Florida's winning, and Bobrovsky is still not that great. So yeah, coaching is certainly does matter. But who else? Like if Toronto was going, they would probably want Sandin, their first, and another prospect. Two prospects and a first, I would think, for Connor Garland, because they want to build up their system a little bit. They realize that they're probably not going to be cup contenders for another 3-4 years yet. So Garland at that time is going to be 29 years old. And if they can pick up a bunch of draft picks and stuff to get more Garlands rather than just one, then they'll consider that, I would imagine. Yeah. Who gets experienced D-man? Hey, now I don't know what's your team. Talking about didn't win, why don't we get into our Friday picks and we'll dole out our swag. But who gets an experienced D-man? I can't remember who your team is. Ooh, that's rich. I don't think I'm giving up on Amirov for Garland. Oilers? Yes. I would love to have Hjalmarsson. Hjalmarsson, please. I'll have some Hjalmarsson, please. Bolts, yeah. Okay, let's look at the games and we can talk about trades while we're doing it. I got to get you guys up on my phone first. Anybody that's odd in now just won't be able to get any swag. That's all. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they got more important things to do. Okay, let's look her up. Oops, I got you on my phone. First game was Capitals versus Rangers. And the Capitals pulled it out 2-1. Surprising. They were a tired team. They gutted it out, really. It was a tough game. It was a very well played game by both teams. Just the Capitals happened to gut it out. Ovechkin scored again. What has Ovechkin got this year? Ovechkin scored both goals. 14 goals on the season. Not too shabby on a 40-goal pace if you're talking about 82-game season for a guy his age. And I bet you he'll have a great second half. Rangers are just a little too green to be making a go. It's going to be another year yet before they really get moving here. Georgiev had a okay night. Vanacek, really, the Rangers outplayed Washington a lot of the time. But Vanacek was stopping pucks like crazy again. That kid just He has his great games. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Okay, let's look at what everybody had. Angel had the Rangers 3-2. Peyton had the Rangers 4-3. Jacket had the Capitals 4-3. Mercer Capitals 4-2. Serrano Rangers 3-2. Pearlo, I had the Rangers 5-3. CL had the Capitals 4-3. H&R Capitals 6-4. And Steele had the Capitals 5-2. So nobody had anything on there. What do you guys think? I'm going to ask a question here. Do you think the Rangers trade Kreider? And do you think Washington adds at the deadline? Joey Serrano. How you doing, buddy? Good, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's look at our next game. Those are the questions, though. Do you think the Rangers trade Chris Kreider? Or do they hold on to him? Because he's not putting up huge points, right? But he is a veteran. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Next game was the Canucks versus the Canadiens. Canucks pull it out 3-2 in a game where I do believe, I'm going back to Friday here, so I got to remember. Yeah, it was a good back-to-back game. But Vancouver is just finding ways to win right now. Demko is playing out of his head, and they're rallying behind that. Keep him until Laugh picks it up. That's a good one. Yeah, good. Yeah, because there's been lots of talk about it, and I think they really have no choice but to keep him. I mean, they're too green. Where if they don't keep them, then they're going to have to go out and find another him out there, I would say, right? So it doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, the Vancouver Canucks won 3-2. Jacket had 3-2. Habs. H&R had 3-2 Vancouver Canucks in overtime. What do I do with that? Was it in overtime? Did they win in overtime? They did! Oh my gosh. Helen. Hockey News Reports picks the overtime. So what do you want, Hockey News Reports? Are you getting a bracelet, another necklace? You got so many necklaces. Or would you like the ring o' Pearlo? Which one would you like? Yeah, nails it and nails the overtime. So which one would you like? Is he here? Hockey News Reports? If he's not here, then he can't get it. Oh, that's going to be the new rule. You have to answer back and tell me which one you want. Otherwise, you don't get it. And that would be a shame since you nailed the overtime and everything. Serrano, 3-1 Habs. Angel had 2-1 Canucks. Peyton had 2-1 Habs. Heavy K had 5-2 Canucks. He might have left. Well, he misses out. That's unfortunate. He's going to really be kicking himself, right? CL had 3-1 Habs. Pearlo had 2-0 Canucks. Steele had 4-2 Habs. So, good game. Demko's playing out of his head. Any questions about those two? Where do we go? Should Vancouver be buyers or sellers? And do you think Montreal will trade their first this year? If do they have their first this year? I'm pretty sure they do. To get better too. Do you think Montreal trades to get better? After all the moves they made, do they make a big splash at the deadline? So, are Vancouver's buyers or sellers? And does Montreal make a big splash at the deadline? Those are my two questions as we go into our next games. While you're thinking about that, we'll go into our next game, the Flames versus the Maple Leafs. And the Flames had no business winning this game. They had just they had just played a lot of hockey. They should have been tired, and they were outshot quite a bit, 27-18. They were pretty much outplayed too. They really just got lucky goals, but they did manage to pull it out. So that's just the way it is, right? Nobody asks why. Kind of you ask why though, because that statement, nobody asks why. Yeah, people ask why. People ask how. Nobody asks how, not why. Nobody asks how. People do ask how, actually. It is important to know how teams win. If they're just got lucky one night, sometimes that can mean a huge thing, like whether they're going to, puck luck. Yeah, if you get puck luck, it doesn't mean you're going in a good direction. It just means you got puck luck that night. And they sort of got puck luck that night. And, that's right, Anderson played like poop because Anderson basically had an injury issue still. And they played him anyways, which is weird. I don't know who made the call on that, but they obviously don't want to go to what's his name? What's their backup? Who was their backup? Again, I always forget his name. Hussington. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, they don't want to use their backup because he was not good. He didn't look good, everything. It was basically Toronto lost because Anderson lost the game. Toronto didn't really lose this game. Yeah, giving up goals coming across the blue line. So that was just basically Calgary just got lucky to be up against a bad goaltender that night, and they happened to win. So with that in mind, though, who had the vision to know that Calgary was going to be able to score whenever they wanted to on Anderson here? Maybe his eyes need to be checked. Yeah, that was what Carter Hutton said. He went and got surgery on his eyes in the offseason, and he said that's the reason why he had a bad year. And he's just as bad this year. So he probably should be looking at a refund there. Flames versus the Leafs. It was Angel had the Leafs 2-1. Mercer had the Leafs 5-2. Pearlo 6-2 Leafs. CL 2-1 Leafs. Heavy K 3-1 Flames. Serrano 4-2 Flames. So close, Joey. So close, buddy. H&R 2-0 Flames. Avatar 6-2 Leafs, and I don't know who that is, but they got it wrong. 5-1 Leafs. I don't see CL. Yeah, it's 2-1 Leafs for CL. So nobody got it, but that was basically what that game was all about. So nobody answered my last question. This question: who do the Leafs get from? The Leafs are probably going to add. Who do you think the Leafs should go out and get or try to get on the trade that maybe on the trade block right now? As far as Calgary, again, are they going to be buyers or sellers? Yeah, we were wrong because really the Leafs, we were right that the Leafs should win, but they just didn't, we didn't know that Anderson was going to poop the bed. The best bet of the day for Patreons? Those are, okay, cool. Thanks for coming in, Mick. I could do that, I suppose. It's kind of the large pick pearls, though. But I'll try to make it, like, figure out one best bet. Try to thank you for bringing that up, buddy. By the way, if you don't know, I have a Patreon. I guess Mick must be part of it. Awesome. Thanks, Mick. You can go over there and sign yourself up, and I give you a free month if you do. If you're on here and you tell me you were on my live, or if you were on my YouTube channel and you did something like that. Yeah, it is a tough question. Who should Toronto go out and get? And I can tell you today, Mick, this is a tough day, but my best bet today, my best pick today would be probably Colorado over Anaheim, or Minnesota over Anaheim. PL. There you go. There's one for you. Okay. So now did anybody say anything? Tough question. Yeah, maybe I'm asking you too tough a questions. You got to think about it for too long. Yeah, he said that he's having difficulties mentally. I mean, playing in Toronto for that long can do that to you. Playing for the Leafs can really be difficult on a person's mental state, for sure, especially a goaltender. It's not easy to be a goaltender in Toronto, and it's possible that that's the deal we're talking about here. I just don't know what goaltender is out there that they can grab that's going to be an upgrade on Anderson, where they trade Anderson as well. You might be able to get Bernier in Detroit, and he's been unbelievable the last. That would I think be the best opportunity they have. But I don't know if they're in a position right now to see what a goaltender can do. Like, they really need to know and know and know. They really want to win this year, Toronto, because next year they're going to have Boston back in their division, Tampa back in their division. This year it's actually an easier division for them right now, and I think that they believe their opportunity is now. I guess it's going to depend on what teams fall off the vine here at the end, but I think the best goaltender available at the moment that for teams that are surely going to miss the playoffs would be Bernier. Campbell, I think they are playing Campbell against Edmonton. Yeah. Well, probably they will. By the time Edmonton gets to the Toronto game, they're going to be playing back-to-back in 3 games in 4 nights. Toronto's got to have that. Toronto will likely have that game anyways, but it's still a pretty big game for sure. I think they're going to go out and get somebody for sure. And they could use Anderson. Like, you could trade Anderson to Detroit, and they could try to work with him mentally, because they're in a position now where he would be in a position there where the weight of the world's not on him. Like, nobody's expecting Detroit to win. So they could give him a shot for a while, and if he doesn't work out, whatever. But they would have to give their first with Anderson to get Bernier, I imagine. Because at that point, Detroit's sort of doing them a favor since Anderson's having such a bad year. They would be like, well, we don't really want Anderson, but if you make it worth our while, we'll take him and you can have Bernier. That's what about something like that. Now, Bernier could be all they need. Bernier and Campbell combined. However, Bernier, as far as playoffs are concerned, he doesn't have much experience. So, but as far as I can tell, he might be the best one available, unless you guys can come up with something, another player. Okay, let's go to anything. Who was playing? Wasn't Galchenyuk played 11 minutes, had 3 hits and 3 shots on goal. That was interesting for Toronto that game. Sutter in Calgary keeps on playing Tanev the most minutes out of anybody on the team. 24 minutes he played. That seems high to me. I know he's a good character guy, but yeah. That's the other one, Gibson, if Anaheim wants to move from him. But I think if Anaheim does want to move from him, they're going to act like they don't. You're going to have to give up a lot for Gibson, I think. But if Toronto's really going for it right now, that's where Amirov might be popping into the equation. You might have to look at possibly Amirov at definitely this year's first plus, I would think, for Gibson. But if I'm Toronto, you could trade Anderson back to Anaheim with this year's first. You say he's not going anywhere, but really, what if Gibson wants to go somewhere? Anaheim is nowhere near close to being a contender. Gibson's 27 years old. He may be looking around going, okay, do I want to have the heart of my career here? You know, it could be him in the background going, you know, I think I'd be all right being traded right now. It would have to be a lot. I think now you're talking about Amirov. Gibson and Raquel, that's going to cost a lot. Oh, yeah, I think more than 2 years. But, you know, teams turn around sometimes and surprise you, and then all of a sudden they're good. We see it all the time. So, but from what I see now on that roster, I agree with you. It's over 2 years before they're going to be a contender. So, you know, then Gibson's in his 30s then. And okay, let's get to our other games. The Blues versus the Sharks. The Blues win 2-1. I never saw a low-scoring team here at all, or game here at all, but it was. It was boring. I watched it. It was super boring game to watch. I can't remember the shots. Oh, 34-31. I don't know. Why did it seem so boring? But obviously a lot of saves. But 2-1. Hockey News Reports said 7-4 Sharks. Angel 4-3. Peyton at 5-3 Sharks. A lot of people had the Sharks here. And the Blues ended up pulling it through, right? 2-1. I had 4-3 Blues. Heavy K had 5-2 Blues. Serrano had 3-2 Sharks. Nobody was even close to the score there. That would be an absolute gift. And that would be probably Toronto a cup. Toronto getting Gibson would probably be a cup, I would think. So nobody even came close to that. Let's go to the next one. Golden Knights versus Kings. Kings put up a pretty good effort here, but Quick was in net. That was a real problem. Quick Quick's just not a number one anymore. He's not what he used to be by any stretch, that's for sure. Sharks are pretty bad. Their defense is just horrible for sure. I could ask you what the Sharks are going to do, but I mean, we could talk about that for an hour. I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea what the Sharks are going to do at all. I don't know what that team can do. But Vegas was on fire Friday night. They really outplayed the Kings most of the night, which was not an easy thing to do right now. The Kings are a tough team to play. Bad part was Pacioretty scored the first two goals, which 15 and 16th, and then promptly got injured. So yeah, Pettersson is freaking amazing. I picked LA to make the playoffs this year, and that was largely because of Pettersson. Also, I love McClellan as a coach. I think the Oilers it was ridiculous for them to fire him. But he's showing that now in LA because he has that team rolling. I love their team. They're like no names that are becoming names. They got defensemen that are like sixth. Who is it? Roy? They just signed to $3.5 million for 3 years. He was a 7th round pick. And I've watched the games. He deserves that money. In fact, he's playing. What did he play in this game? He played 20 minutes in this game, and the last game LA played, he played 25 minutes. So, I mean, they got so many, like Scott Walker. Tobias Bjornfot was a first round pick. But Mikey Anderson, McDermott, like these guys are virtually no names. They were picked in the lower rounds and are playing fantastic. So I like LA still to make the playoffs. I really do. They might just barely make it, but the way McClellan is doing a fantastic job with this team. Question again. I've heard they could be buyers at the trade deadline. I've heard that. They basically said they're not rebuilding now. If they do anything, they probably won't do much. 24-7 in the third. Yeah, they came on in the third. But the Kings bounced back after that. Like I said, Pacioretty got injured. And was it 24? How come they don't have the periods here where the shots? I don't know. Okay. So anyways, what did we have for that game? Because we got to go to Saturday's games. Make sure we have time for our picks, right? Of course. Avatar had 4-0 Knights. K&R had 3-1 Kings. Mercer had 4-1 Vegas. What was the score? Let me go back here. 4-2. Oh, close, Mercer. Where did I? 4-1 Vegas. Angel had 3-0 Vegas. Peyton had 3-2 Kings. Heavy K had 5-1 Vegas. CL had 6-1 Vegas. I had 4-1 Vegas. So close. Steel had 3-1 Vegas. Nobody gets the swag. We made up all the swag and nobody's hitting it. I don't know. The goalies were amazing in that game, yeah. Okay, now we're going to Saturday, the afternoon game. And I think somebody might get, maybe not. Yeah, I know. Disappointing indeed. That's why it's such a rare commodity. That's why people, you go down to your store where they sell things and say, where's your pearls of necklace section, and go grab yourself a pearls of wisdom necklace. They're not cheap. It's not some, just a little plastic doohickey. These things are valuable. So you go try that sometime, and I want you to videotape yourself asking for the Pearl of Wisdom necklace. Go down to your wherever things are sold, whatever, doesn't matter where, anywhere where things are sold. Go grab one. Go to your IKEA, for instance. Okay, Penguins versus Devils. I thought the Devils were going to be able to pull this one out. But it was an afternoon game. It was a low-scoring game. Malkin was not in. It just seemed like a good spot for the Devils, but it turned out that the next game was the good spot, not this one. So Zach Aston Rishpot, let's just talk about how Pittsburgh doesn't seem to, just figures out how to win. Does any team do this better than Pittsburgh? Like, they've got, can I remind you again that Cody Ceci and Mike Matheson are on this team as defensemen? Both of those players were some of the worst defensemen in the league last year that played over 10 minutes a game. And now they're playing on a Pittsburgh team, both of them, and Pittsburgh is winning games far more than they're losing. I didn't see this coming. In fact, Sullivan, who I consider a very good coach, Luca, welcome. Yeah, now with Hexy with the Pens, yeah. Pedersen, who I like a lot, only played 12 minutes. They got Matheson and Ceci playing more minutes than Pedersen. They're average, but they're playing better than average. Their record is better than average. And I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. So, okay, here's another question. Does New Jersey trade Palmieri or re-sign him? What do you figure? I think they're going to end up having to trade him. Yeah. Yeah, Gunsel, Crosby, and whoever they play on that. And Rust. It's very good, yeah, sure. But the overall makeup of the team, I mean, look at they had Jankowski is playing 15 minutes that game. He couldn't even make it on the Flames last year. McCann is underrated. They scooped him from Florida in a nice little deal. But I mean, are any of these guys great? No. Rodriguez out of Buffalo. Rodriguez couldn't even make the Buffalo Sabres, and now he's playing as their second-line center in replacement of Malkin. It just doesn't make sense. There's an aura of this team. Crosby just keeps on. It's got to be Crosby, man. He's one of the greatest leaders of all time for sure. New Jersey played well, I mean, but Pittsburgh didn't play all that bad. And Pittsburgh should have been really tired there. But, okay, what did we have here? Hockey News Reports had Penguins 4-3. Peyton had Penguins 2-1. Avatar had Penguins 3-2. What was the score? Did I just mess it? I think somebody just got a necklace, didn't they? It was 3-1. No, they didn't. Mercer had 3-1, Devils. Heavy K had 5-2 Penguins. Serrano had 3-2 Devils. Pearlo had 4-2 Penguins. I had 4-2 Penguins. Close. And Angel had 1-0 Penguins. So nobody got it, but and then we're off to Predators and Panthers. Not much to talk about at this one, except Saros played very, very good for the Predators on his return from injury. Drigger played well for the Panthers. The Panthers are playing a lot better now. than they were. Hines is probably saving his job. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I have a feeling the Predators. Oh, the Panthers outshot them 49-21. Woo! Jeez. Well, I guess. Anthony Duclair scored. Anthony Duclair is not getting many minutes in Florida now again. Oh, he did this game. 16 minutes in this game. Okay. Panthers, I didn't really watch a lot of this, but obviously they must have been, it looks like they were out playing Nashville pretty good. But it just, Saros coming back off of injury played really well, and they managed to pull it out. It's going to be interesting what they sell this year. I know probably Granlund is gone. Maybe Grimaldi. I don't know if you're going to see Forsberg and them going. Probably Haula, Granlund, maybe Grimaldi to a few teams to get draft picks and then try to add in the offseason. I can't see this team wanting to do a tear-down rebuild at this moment yet. But they're playing right now without Jussi and Ellis. Yossi and Ellis. And, they have like Ben Harper in there and Davies and Carrier. And they're holding off not too bad. So it's possible they can think, you know what? Maybe we're starting to turn things around a little bit here. And they don't trade things away. Yeah. I mean, Florida, I think, can compete with Tampa, but it's starting to get more of a gap, I would say, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when Tampa has much more stiff competition. I don't think they're going to trade Forsberg. If they do, they're really going to have to burn it down. I really don't think they're going to trade Forsberg now. The only way they're trading Forsberg is if they get, like, a different position player or something like that, and I don't see that happening. I don't think they're going to trade Forsberg. I really don't. So, what do we have? Angel had 3-1 Panthers. Avatar had 3-2 Predators. Peyton had 2-1 Panthers. Mercer had 4-1 Panthers. CL had 4-3 Panthers. Heavy K had 3-1 Panthers. So everybody took the Panthers. I took the Panthers 3-0. What's time is it here? 1:48. Okay, we got 10 minutes for the last one. So, hey Avatar, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live. We're going through our picks. So now you can. Nobody's getting any swag today, Avatar. Everybody, there's sort of a heavy cloud over the whole environment right now, because we've only given away one. No, we didn't even give it away because Hockey News report left. You have to be here to get it. So we didn't even give it away. Okay. Okay, so Avalanche Wild. Well, the Avalanche certainly acted like the Avalanche that we were expecting this year. Somebody brought up that the Wild have beat up on a lot of poor teams so far this year. Where was that? On, I think it was on Sportsnet. Elliot was talking about it. It's true. Although they did beat Vegas, they haven't played a lot of stiff competition. And the Avalanche now, especially with Makar back, who scored a goal, comes back from injury and scores. Did he have any more points? This is stiff competition. This Colorado team, when they're fully healthy or close to it, is going to be very tough to beat, extremely tough to beat. And they just butchered the crap out of. And that was with Kakinen in yet. Kakinen has been absolutely fantastic this year. And Colorado just absolutely destroyed them. Not much to say about this game, really. It's just getting Makar and Byram back changes the whole landscape of that team. I mean, look at their defense lineup: Gerard, Graves, Makar, Tays, Byram. My gosh, that's got to be the best defense in the league right there. And Byram has come along so strong already. That give that defense another 2 years with Makar if they can afford them together. Gerard, Makar, Byram. And if Johnson happens to come back from injury, which I don't know if his career's almost over or whatever, who's going to stop this team, man? Yeah, they can probably be. I think the Wild are still a very good team. They're fast. They work hard, all of that stuff like that. But when it comes playoff time, I don't think they can do much until they get some bigger guys up front, a better centerman, and now with Dumba out, that hurts a lot. Their defense, they were doing a lot of this because they weren't getting injuries, and also Foligno being injured is huge. Foligno is like huge for that team. Yeah, wait for Johnson to come back is right. So we got okay. We better get going here. We got 8 minutes. Hockey News Report had 5-4 Avs. Peyton had the Wild 4-2. Avatar had 3-2 Avs. Angel 3-2 Avs. Heavy K had 6-3 Avs. Close. Serrano had 3-2 Wild. Mercer 2-1 Wild. CL 5-3 Wild. Avalanche 2-1 in OT, I believe was. Oh, that was me. I had it 2-1 in OT. Yeah, in the playoffs, I don't see the Wild being able to do much yet this year, but it won't be long. It won't be long. At least they're not going to have to go through a huge rebuild by the looks of it. Emerson Eck is looking like he's going to be at least a good second line center, and then you still got Rossi coming up. Uh, you know, it's it, there's a lot. Cramarosa played last night or that night. Wow, he hasn't played in the league in a long time. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Palmieri, he'll be if New Jersey decides to trade him, he'll be much sought after for sure, no doubt about it. I could see. I mean, the Islanders would like him, but I don't know if they want to play him, trade him in the division. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Um, okay, let's get to the next. Yeah, I think they'll still be okay. Our team is just so stacked, dude. So stacked. And the Avalanche actually, because they had all this, they're a little more rested than most teams. By the end of the year, they won't be because they're going to have to start playing extra games. But right now, they're fairly rested because they had to take games off because of COVID. So I think they're going to be crushing a lot. I won't be going against the Avalanche too much for a while, anyways, unless maybe on back to backs and stuff like that. But Bolts versus Blackhawks, we got to do these quick. What was next? Saturday. Bolts versus Blackhawks. The Bolts, the Blackhawks really should have had a better showing here. The Lightning were on a back to back. It was really wasn't it goal? Didn't they put Subban in for this game? Really screwed up everything. It was Subban versus Vasilevsky. That's right. Messed me up on my freaking Patreon, big time. If Subban wasn't in net, the Blackhawks had a chance here. So Bolts versus Blackhawks. Peyton at 5-3. What was the score here again? 4-1. Okay. Avatar had 3-2 Hawks. Mercer had 3-2 Bolts. Angel had 2-0 Hawks. CL had 6-1 Bolts. Closest, I think. No. Heavy K had 4-2 Hawks. And Pearlo had 5-2 Bolts. So, oh, cool. Nice, Evan. Yeah, they're crushing it. Evan, E-Money, good. Go check that out. E-Money and Joe are doing a show. Hockey or football, Evan? On Sports Fanatic News, spelled with a PH. Check it out. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe to him. That's Joe's channel. E-Money's freaking awesome. You're going to want to watch that. I'm going to want to watch that. Make sure you send that link to me, E. Subban does suck. Subban does suck. I have to agree with you there. Had a couple good games this year, but pretty much right back to the tank. Okay, then we had Flyers and Islanders, and we don't need to talk about this game much. Carter Hart is not, like, so sad. Flyers defense is ridiculous. What more is there to say? Just a horrible team right now. Simple as that. Just a horrible team right now. Rather have Subban than either Elliott or Carter Hart right now, seriously. Just bad. Just bad. The team is bad. Peyton, 2-1 Islanders. Hockey News reports 3-1 Islanders. Nobody had 6-1 Islanders. CL took the Flyers 5-3, but nobody came close. Anybody come close? Nope. Mercer was the closest, 4-1 Islanders. Yeah, they're just bad. The team's just bad. I mean, what are you going to say? Like, just... What people ask me, what does Philadelphia need to do? Well, you got to fire AV now, probably. You got to find, I guess, a coach that is a goaltender whisperer and can get Carter Hart back on track again. I don't know who that is, honestly. Gallant or whatever, I don't know. Somebody who's known for having goaltenders be better when they're around. And then, yeah, I mean, they can't rebuild. So go out and get a defenseman like Hjalmarsson, somebody like that. Hopefully you can trade Gustafsson and a first round pick. Like, who cares about our first next year? I don't care about it. Who cares about it? What does it matter? It doesn't mean crap right now. Our players are getting older. They chose not to do the Hextall rebuild, so don't rebuild. Get a defenseman that can play defense and push people around a bit, and hope to heck that Carter Hart can find. You can get a coach that can get Carter Hart back on track again. That's what I say. That's what I say they need to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but finally it was the Stars and the Wings, and then we're gonna go for a word from our sponsor, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the picks. Stars versus Wings. As soon as they had Grice in that, I was pretty sure the Stars were gonna win this. I think they even outplayed Detroit. I'd love to be able to tell you, but it won't let me look at it right now. But we'll quickly go. H&R had 6-1 Wings. That was his hot take. That was a little bit off. With the expectations they've said, they should have cared about losing their first make a move. Shouldn't? Yeah, I agree. As soon as you walked away from Hextall and the rebuild that he was doing, and you brought in Hayes, you can no longer talk about any rebuild crap now. We're all in now. So you better get some defensemen in there. I get rid of AV. I bring in somebody that can work with coaches. I don't know who that is, but Probably. Philadelphia is almost is a definite over. Peyton had 3-0 wing, 5-3 wings. Angel had a lot of people had the Wings here. 2-0 Wings. Serrano had 4-3 Wings. Mercer had 2-1 Wings. Pearlo had 3-2 Dallas. CL had 5-2 Stars, and Avatar had 3-1 Stars. Avatar is the closest one. We didn't give away any swag today at all. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? We'll be back here. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Pearlo, welcome, Luca. We're gonna be back in a second. We're gonna take a bit of a break here from our fine sponsorship that pays me my salary and allows me to keep on doing this program. If you have pets, I really highly recommend you check this out. It's fun. Once I get a dog, I am definitely doing this. No doubt about it. I will see you back here in about 4 minutes, and we're going to do the pigs. Everybody Perlo dance into the freaking sponsor. Everybody. Everybody now. CL. Joey, come on. There we go. Excellent. Luca. Luca's even doing it. Woo! Off we go.
Greetings. This is Steel Flyers from the Steel Flyers All Sports Network, and we have two very special guests. We are delighted to be joined by Tracy Musser and Nicole Howard from the Canine Country Club Resorts. Tracy and Nicole are both managers for CCC Resorts and work at the Windsor or at the club, one of two locations both in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 30th year anniversary of being in business. Let me start off by saying this. Steel Flyer stands behind this company 100%. Taking care of Steel Flyer's furry friend for the last 2 years now, and they are a one-stop shop for everything your furry friend needs. In fact, let's find out what our friends at CCC Resorts offer. Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. What are some of the great boarding services that you guys offer, and what do we have to do in order to get our furry friends taken care of when we are unable to travel with them?
Well, we like to bring everybody in for a tour first. That way they can see the behind the scenes, they can see where they stay, they can see where they play, and then we explain all of the fun things that we can add on to their reservation, whether it be one of our packages, either a nature walk, a ball time, or even a cuddle time.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Boy, it sure sounds like a resort to me. So how are you today, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Tracy, tell me, is it true that you guys have both an indoor and an outdoor pool at the Windsor location?
It is true. We've got one of each, so we're able to offer year-round swimming. The indoor pool is a great option for dogs who are swimming for therapy or rehab. It's got that sloped entry so they can wade into the water. Our outdoor pool is a little bit larger, and it's 4 foot deep the whole way across. And both of them are saltwater pools, so it's really easy on the dog's skin and coat.
Wow, that's very awesome. So then during the summer months, you have a much deeper pool outside and then a sloped entry shallow pool indoors for the dogs. Tracy, tell the folks how we can get some pool time.
Well, the first thing everyone does is come for an intro swim. We use that time to make sure the dog is comfortable in the water. We make sure they know how to get out of the pool safely, and we go over all the pool rules and etiquette with the clients as well. After that, they're able to schedule private appointments where they have the pool to themselves, or they can invite friends and have a whole group swim going on.
So after a dip in the pool, then it would have to be off to the groomers, right? I mean, our furry friends cannot go out looking their best. Nicole, what are some of the great services your top-notch groomers provide?
Our groomers, they specialize in full service grooms. We can do the basics, whether it be just a bath and a brush out or a blowout. Or for the extra pampered pooches, we can do nail dremels, we can do deodorizing soaks, and also facials.
Wow, man, that sounds like a resort if you ask me. Tracy, I know one of the main programs here at CCC Resorts is the WAGS program. The Steel Flyers dog is enrolled in this program. So why don't you tell the folks what is involved in this and how they can get enrolled?
Yeah, the WAGS program is our primary daycare option at the Windsor. It's designed to be a structured program for people who are looking for a set routine for their dog. They all come on the same days each week, which allows them to have set friends, and we know exactly what's going on with each group. So we do a little bit more activities and we build more into their daily routine there. But we've got other daycare options as well for people looking for a little less commitment. We do an hourly care where you can drop them off and just pay by the hour. We also do a day stay option, which is great for the dogs that prefer human friends instead of making friends with other dogs. And then we have a traditional daycare option as well if you're looking for the occasional outing for your dog.
Wow, there you have it. A full service groomer, a daycare program, and an indoor and outdoor pool. What more could you ask for? Sure seems like CCC Resorts has everything covered. Remember, DOG, depend on God.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Okay, now time for the frolic. Now time for the frolic. By the way, we had the Jets game too. Shoot. It's right on the back here. We had the Jets game as well. Let me go back to where you guys are so I can see you. Okay, yes, I'm here. Sorry, had a little coffee issues. We had the Jets game too, so I'm going to quickly do that. And what was the Jets game? Or Oilers Jets. Okay. 7-6 Jets, H&R 5-3 Oilers, Mercer 4-3 Jets, Avatar 5-3 Oilers, Serrano 5-3 Jets, CL 4-3 Jets, Pearlo 6-4 Jets. Is that Kevin Serling? Serling? Are you here, Serling? Is Serling still here? You got a comment in the comment section there. Is Serling still here? Because if he is, he gets a Pearls of Wisdom necklace or a bracelet or a ring. Whichever one you want. He left, did he? Well, he doesn't get it. That's two people that could have got it today, and they don't get it because they're not here. It's such frivolous waste of time to be doing anything else but this at this time of day, right? Like, get your ducks in a row. That's all I like to say. I feel like a Flyers player. That's good. I like that. Yeah, whenever you're feeling crappy about yourself, you can just think to yourself, well, at least I'm not a Flyers player. Okay, let's get to the games for tonight. we have a pretty good list of games tonight. Not bad. The first one I think is actually really interesting. Buffalo is definitely the worst, and we're talking about that first. So, go like that. I got to, what is it, Monday night games. Okay. Sabres versus Rangers. Kincaid is going to be in net for the Rangers. I know that for sure. So Kincaid is in net for the Rangers. Carter Hutton is still not confirmed for the Sabres. The Rangers are coming off are on a long road trip. They got 2 days off after this. The Sabres have had 3 days off to practice. And as far as injuries are concerned, of course, we know Eichel. Howden is out. Brett Howden is out. But that's a new one. Shesterkin. He could return later this week. Jack Johnson is out, which really doesn't make much of a difference at all. And for Buffalo, I see if there's any new ones that I don't know about. No. Cousins, Eichel, and stuff like that. So, let me go to the live stream. I find it easier to do it that way. Okay, who did we start with? Sabres, Hockey News Reports is going 4-3 Sabres. I think this isn't a bad spot for the Sabres, actually. Sorry, Hockey News Reports, Sabres. No, I did it right. Hockey News Reports, 4-3 Sabres. Mercer has 4-1 Rangers. Serrano, 3-2 Sabres. CL, 3-1 Rangers. They have to win one, and I kind of get the feeling that it might be tonight. You got this one? I have a feeling that today could be the day. By the way, if anybody hasn't liked this, please like it. And if there's anybody new in here, it's pretty simple. We're doing predictions for all the games. And you just simply tell me what the score is going to be, who do you think is going to win it. And if you're accurate and you're in the chat tomorrow, you'll win fabulous prizes. Pearlo is going to take, the thing is, it's Carter Hutton. Carter Hutton. How do I pick a team with Carter Hutton in net? That's the thing. That's the thing. But Kincaid is in net. I am going to go 4-3 Sabres. Cousins is back? It doesn't say so on my injuries. Well, that changes things again. Yeah. The Jets lost 30 in a row. Yeah, it's who knows how many. If they don't win this one, I don't see another place where they're going to have a win for a while. This could be the place. They just had a couple days off. They just had a couple days off. They had time to practice together. They had time for the coach to make them feel good about themselves and get over any crap and kind of forget about the past and just start from now. I can hear what the coach is saying right now. We're starting all over from today. We're just going from today. Don't worry about what we've done. We're just playing, and there's guys playing for their jobs, all of that stuff like that. If a guy's got a long-term contract there, he's playing to keep Taylor Hall from not being traded to want to stay there. There's a whole bunch of ways you can motivate guys here right now. And if it wasn't for Carter Hutton in net, I would say Buffalo's got a good chance here. It's just the Carter Hutton in net thing. That's why. How do you fire a coach when your best goaltender is Carter Hutton? Like, is that the coach's fault? Really? I don't think so. Okay, let's go to our next game. Let's go to our next game. Hurricanes versus Blue Jackets. Now, Nedeljkovic is in for the Hurricanes, and Korpisalo is in for the Blue Jackets. Are there any new injuries to report? Columbus, no. Bemstrom, Savard is still out. As far as Carolina, I don't believe Teravainen's back yet. Trocheck and Teravainen, not expected to play. No Teravainen, no Jake Gardner, and no Peter Mrazek. As far as how many, their weekly thing, how many games they played. Columbus Blue Jackets are playing 3 games in 4 nights. Or no, they're not. Sorry, that's not true. That's fake news. Carolina, no, they're both fairly rested. They're both fairly rested. So let's see what everybody's got. Jacket 3-2 Canes in OT. Yeah, the last couple games you see that Columbus is getting back to where they were before, right? It's almost scary not to take them right now. Mercer. 3-2 Canes. The Columbus Blue Jackets. Hockey News Reports has 5-3 Canes. Avatar 5-4 Canes. CL 4-3 Columbus. No, you can't count out the Columbus Blue Jackets. They are a scary team. Carolina will have lost 4 in a row if they lose this game. I just can't see Carolina losing 4 in a row. But anything can happen. Pearlo. What do we got? 3-2 games. You got I say Korpisalo craps the bed, maybe? No. Three, 1 Canes. I'm going 3-1 Canes. Because Nedeljkovic is in, yeah. 3-1 Canes. CL is 4-3 Columbus. Yeah, they're getting to that point now where they're getting to that place again where you can say, don't count out Columbus. Earlier in the year, it was you could count out Columbus. tends to happen like that, yeah. After big winning streaks, then it's weird, the psychology of the game, right? You go on a long streak and then you think you start getting overconfident. That's what coaches are there to. They try to make it so you don't get overconfident, underconfident, uh, start getting too used to everything. So you're, what's the word, apathetic almost, or complacent is the word. Great coaches are watching their team and trying to make sure that they're always staying in one balance, but sometimes it doesn't work. When you're on a streak and everything's going in for you as a team, quite often you stop doing the things that you would really need to do to win, and then yeah, 14 games in a row. There's a good point. I don't think Columbus is going to win this one, but they're not. I think they're going to win more than they lose from here on in for sure. Yeah, Laine is playing today. Why wouldn't he be? Is there a reason why Laine wouldn't be playing today? I never heard anything like that. No, I don't think so. I think the Hawks are going to fall off. Pretty sure. You heard he may not. Well, for my injury things, I see nothing of that. If you can find anything, but I see nothing that he's not in, so. Next game. The next game we got the Oilers and the Canadiens. Now, Smith is going to be in net for the Oilers and Price is going to be in net for the Canadiens. The Oilers just flew from Edmonton to Montreal. So they went through 3 time zones to play this game. Toffoli is out for the Canadiens. And I should probably, you never know, I'll do another updated injury refresh. You never know. Gotta make sure everybody has it right. Yamamoto and Chris Russell, Slater, Kukuk, and Oscar Klefbom. Everybody knows about that. And then Montreal, is there any new ones? No. Toffoli is out. He's not going to be playing for any of the 3 games against Edmonton, apparently. So, Montreal is a little bit tired themselves, I believe. Or should be anyways, based on their... Yeah, they played not too bad. 4 games in 6. They had a game up, played 2 in against Vancouver, and now are playing Edmonton all at home. Edmonton was played 2 against Winnipeg, flew yesterday, came in yesterday, and now are playing Montreal today. So let's look at what everybody's got today. Okay, Jordan Harris. Hockey News Reports is taking Oilers. I don't think this is a for sure win for the Oilers myself because of the travel, but Mercer 4-2 Oilers. Jacket 2-1 Habs. Canadians. CL 3-2 Oilers. Avatar 6-4 Oilers. Mercer 4-2 Oilers. Do I have that? Yes, Mercer 4-2 Oilers. Okay, seems like everybody's got it here. 2-1 halves for Jacket. Do you think Price is going to stop that many shots? That's my problem with this game. I just don't trust Carey Price right now. CL 3-2. I don't trust Carey Price right now. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why Lehkonen wasn't playing as much. If they're not going to use him, they should trade him. I mean, he's got use on a team. Serrano, 4-3 Oilers. Did I not get you? Sorry, buddy. Serrano. I was all over the halves in this game for a long time, but the more I think about it, I did my little ohm in the morning. It's like ohm. You know, you do that. I don't know exactly what that does, but some people say that it does something, so I do it. And then after I did that, I thought about the game, and I think I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 4-2 Oilers. 4-2 Oilers. Oh, Mercer already did that. 4-1 Oilers. I don't think Smith is going to... Because Toffoli's not in. Yeah. 4-1 Oilers, I think. But it's so hard to take that because I know how tired they're going to be. You just went through 3 time zones. It's it's a tough game. I really don't like this game. Yeah, it might be back against Ottawa on Sunday. Fortunately for my Oilers, he won't be playing against the Habs. So I'm not taking that as a homer because I'm really on the fence about it. I like the Oilers' energy right now. And I don't like Carey Price right now. I just don't like the way Carey Price is playing. And with shooters like McDavid and Draisaitl and they can put McDavid and Draisaitl on that top line, and what's Montreal going to combat with that right now? You know? So it won't take much. As long as the Oilers stay out of the box, I think they have a better chance of winning than Montreal right now. I would take Montreal if Allen was in. I'm not. What's going on with Price, anyways? Hockey News Reports. What do you think? What's going on there, buddy? Yeah, I've watched Carey Price. He's letting too many goals out from outside. He's letting too many softies in. He makes like really great saves and then lets in ones that he shouldn't be letting in too often. I would definitely take Allen over Price right now. From what I've watched of him, I don't know. All right, we'll see how he is this week. Oh, we could do that. We got time today. We could do that. Best play of the day. That's a good idea. What are you going to get for that? It's a good idea. I like that. Okay, Hockey News Reports. Hockey News Reports is actually, they said that Ducharme was going to do really good with Montreal. So far, so average. I think they're better than they were, but they are outplaying on some games. I don't know. I'm on the fence. But anyways, we'll try that. Everybody's best play at the end of the game. Anybody new here, we're doing each game, and you put your who you think's going to win, what the score is. We discuss the games and talk about them and all that kind of stuff like that. And then you come back tomorrow. You got to be here in the chat. If you come back tomorrow, we'll send out some fabulous prizes for you. Okay, let's get to our next game. Flames versus the Senators. And I have yet to put my pick in for this game. The Flames played 2 tough games against Toronto. The Senators are putting in a kid, Gustafsson, who is going to be their future. And these scare me because Gustafsson looks like he's a pretty talented kid. Teams generally like to know who they're shooting against. And usually a new kid that comes out that plays a game before anybody really has played against them does usually pretty good in the first game, at least. Because they don't have a read on him. I'm a little concerned about Gustafsson being in there. Now, as far as I don't think anything has been put in for Calgary, which bugs me too. Are they going to go with Markstrom here? No, they are going with Markstrom. It's Markstrom versus Gustafsson. The Senators just had a couple days off, I believe. Yes, the Senators just had 3 days off. Calgary just did. This is going to be 4 games in 6, 5 games in 8. And 3 games in their last 4, and they just had 2 tough games against Toronto. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. I think, but I'll see what you guys have. So, they traded him for Broussard. Okay. Jacket has 4-1 Flames. Mercer. I thought I just saw Mercer. 3-2 Flames. Hockey News Reports 5-4 Sens. Serrano 4-2 Flames. Yeah, if Murray was in, I don't know. If Decord was in, I might. It's really tough. This Gustafsson has me playing in my head. I don't know. I've been burnt so many times when they put a young kid in that the other team doesn't know, and then the next thing you know, they come back and the other team doesn't know and they win. Avatar, 3-1 Flames. Is anybody else out there? Pearlo. Who do we not have? Where's CL? CL? CL 2-1 Sens. Oh, CL has 2-1 Sens. What do I got on this? Gustafson. Flames are tired. Yeah. On the other hand, he could just get absolutely shellacked, too. You were a sub before you had 4K, yeah. Yeah, I'm moving up there. I almost got 700. Okay. I'm gonna do it. $0.03 There, I did it. I did it. I did it. 0.03. I did it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that game scares me. It is a very difficult choice. Did you pick Mercer? I don't think it's an easy game. Like a lot of people are thinking it's an easy game. I don't see it. I don't see it being an easy game at all. Hey Ulysses, how you doing, buddy? Came in here for the last couple games, right on. Yeah, I saw you had 3-2 Flames. We were just talking about how I think Ottawa could pull this one out. I think Buffalo could pull out that one against the Rangers, too. Ottawa could do it. They're a tough team. Well, I didn't look at their injuries, though. Did we? I didn't. We should have I should have checked one more time at the injuries. Flames don't really have any. What is Ottawa? Ottawa, white. Yeah. Nothing that should harm them too much. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about that game. Calgary 2-1. You have a weird feeling about that game too, do you, Ulysses? Flames. The Rangers, I'll put you in for the Rangers. I got room here. Ulysses, 5-3 Rangers. Yeah, pretty much. Defense, defense, defense. That's what Sutter, they'll be waking up with the nightmares about defense, defense, defense. So it'll be just, he pounds it in your head for sure. Daryl Sutter. Ottawa is sneaky, and Calgary's had 2 tough games against Toronto, then traveled to Ottawa. Ottawa's just had 3 days off. The only thing is they could be a little rusty, but they're a hard-working team. I think they're going to come out like a bat out of hell. And then Calgary's going to have to... I think they could win that game. I think it's a good spot for Ottawa to win that game. Now watch. They'll just get creamed. It's that Gustafson kid. Like, it's tough. Okay. Islanders versus Flyers. Elliott is going to be in net for the Flyers. My Flyers. My crappy little Flyers. For the Islanders... I don't think it's been confirmed. I don't think it's projected Varlamov, but they're waiting forever to confirm it. So I don't know. But As far as how much both teams have played, I don't think it matters, does it? Like, the Flyers just suck. I'm not even going to go talk about it. What's the use? I'll just go to the stream and see what everybody's got. Jacket takes the Isles 4-1. Yeah, Elliott should be used. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. Ulysses, 4-2 Islanders. Mercer, 3-0 Islanders. Avatar, 6-1 Islanders. That seems likely, eh? CL just cannot do it. He cannot go against his Flyers, no matter what. They could have lost like 15 straight and were playing the Colorado Avalanche with half the team on COVID, and CL would still take the Flyers. Yeah, that's right. Couturier's out. There's another reason why. Couturier is out, too. Pick Rickett. Rickett in the house. Ball season is coming around. And I would suggest you come over to my Patreon, too. But Rickett, as well, is an awesome ball capper. Go check his channel out. And he's good at everything, too. He's a great capper. Go check him out. He's got a channel called Rickett's Picks. Rickett is his cat. And he's got a Patreon as well. 3-1 Islanders. That's right. I know. The big piece is missing for the Flyers tonight is right. Joey, what did you have, Joey? Did I have you? Serrano. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I should look up here. Where did you put yours, Joey? 4-2 Flyers? You're obviously a Flyers fan. Seriously? You think that, Joey, you think they're going to win 4-2? That's why I'm a Flyers fan. I'm not from Philly, but let me tell you that Philadelphia fans, they will completely bitch out their team constantly all the time. But when it comes to predicting or whatever, they'll always pick the Flyers no matter what. And then after the game, they'll be like livid about it. They'll say their team sucks, but when it comes right down to it, they still pick the Flyers. Guaranteed. They're great. Flyers fans are freaking awesome, man. When I have the guy you want to ask for great hockey analytics is Peyton on the radio. He's one of the best analytics kids I've come up with. It's true. Flyers fans are like that. They'll talk trash about the Flyers. Total trash. They'll go on radio programs and say, this team's got to be freaking, get rid of the coach, effing this, terrible team, can't believe it. If you ask them who's going to win tonight, Flyers. Of course the Flyers are going to win tonight. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next game. Ducks versus Wild. Miller is in net for the Ducks. I believe Talbot is in for the Wild. I do know that Professor MJ is taking the Ducks to win this game. And I got to check out that video to find out what his algorithm is about this. The Wild just had 2 blowouts against Avalanche. So I imagine the algorithm must be picking up the fact that the Wild are feeling bad about themselves right now and are going to play down to their competition or something like that. I'll have to check that out. But that's an interesting one for sure. Um, I do believe he doesn't even go by that algorithm he does not even go by games played or anything like that. They don't even look at like how tired a team is going to be. It's just all statistics. It's his name is the Professor MJ, and he's an actual statistics professor, and he does picks, and he picks nothing but dogs. It's pretty cool. Go check him out. He's actually I learned a lot from him. Really, I watch him all the time. Okay, the Wild, Minnesota Wild are. They had a day off. They should be okay. Are they on the road or are they at home? Anaheim. They're at home. So they're at home now and the Ducks are on the road. So I don't know what his logic is behind it, but I better go start putting down picks here. Okay. Rickett has Wild 4-1. Ulysses has 4-2 Wild. Jacket 5-1 Wild. Serrano 3-2. Wild. Wait a sec, Rickett, did you do another one? No, Jacket. Jacket 5-1 Wild, right, okay. Mercer 5-1 Wild. CL 6-2 Wild. Professor MJ, yeah. Avatar 4-2 Wild. Yeah, he did just post earlier. And Pearlo will be I 5-2 Wild. I think Talbot will let 2 in. Could be 5-3, something like that. Yeah, it's situational. I pay attention to it because I like to apply logic to the statistics. If I can't apply logic to the statistics, I throw it out. Hey, Craig! Let's get wild tonight. Brack, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Thanks for coming in, man. MJ's got the Blues tonight. We're getting to that pick. Yeah. MJ's got Anaheim tonight, too. I can't wrap the logic around that one. I'm going to have to watch the video. I haven't watched the video yet. The way I see it is after getting spanked by Colorado, they are going to come out for bear against Anaheim. I would say I feel sorry for Anaheim here. I think they're good. They should be angry here. I really love Dean Evison and what he does for that team. I can't see him not having prepared for Anaheim here. I don't think they're going to undervalue Anaheim here. I don't know what his algorithm says, but I'm gonna listen to it, and because I learn from it. I really do. I like Professor MJ's stuff. He's very good. I don't know why he doesn't have more followers and listeners than he does, because he's very good. And he's a very nice guy, too. You message down there, and he talks to you, and he's like, everything. He's a really good guy. I think, yeah, Wild should. I mean, yeah, I think Wild are going to kill it tonight for sure. Okay. We got 10 minutes left. Oh, I got to stop talking and get to these picks. We got lots of games yet. I better shut up. I might go a little bit long today. Get these in. Blues versus Golden Knights. Blues versus Knights. Blues are putting in Binnington, I'm sure. Although I don't know if it's, I don't think it's confirmed yet. Yes, Binnington is confirmed. Golden Knights haven't confirmed Lehner yet. It should be Lehner because Fleury's looking a little tired. Knights are on a back-to-back. And the Blues have been playing a lot on the road. Very interesting game here. For sure. Pacioretty is out for the Knights. And, of course, the Blues have had injuries for a while, but they've had a couple come back. However, they haven't really been doing all that much yet, the injuries that they had. So let's look at what everybody's got. Ulysses. Five, 3 Vegas. You got to put the score, Brack. Jack at 5-4 Vegas. Avatar, just scores are getting higher and higher as we go here. 6-5 Vegas. Serrano. 3-1 Vegas. That's 5 games and 7 nights. Thank you. That was another one. 5 games and 7 nights. Mercer. 4-3 Blues. Brack 4-3 Blues. Vegas 4-1. Whoops, who's that? Who was that? CL. CL 4-1 Vegas. Rickett 4-2 Blues. Ottawa to Montreal is not very far. Pearlo, I'm going to go. See, Blues have got Binnington in, right? I'm going to go 3-2 Blues. I'm going 3-2 Blues. No, it's not West Coast, East Coast. They're both right beside each other, Ottawa and Montreal. The Oilers today are playing West Coast, East Coast. They traveled from Edmonton to Montreal 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. Depends on when they go. Probably yesterday. Landed yesterday and are playing playing now tonight. Not far to travel, yeah. But still travel. You still got to get all your stuff together and do all your things you got to do, especially with COVID. There's all the COVID stuff you have to do on the road. Okay, next game. You're already on it. Canucks versus Jets. Okay, what do we got? Hellebuck versus Thatcher Demko. Canucks have done one of those cross-country things. They were in Montreal, I believe, or Toronto, and they traveled all the way home, and they're playing their first game at home after that flight. The Jets have been playing on the road for a while. Injuries are not that significant for either team at the moment, I don't believe. Oh, Pedersen is still out. Yeah, that's significant. But they've been playing without him for a while. So, Serrano is 4-3 Ducks. Or Canucks, I mean. 4-3 Canucks. Ulysses has 5-2 Jets. Who said Nucks jacket? 3-2 Canucks. Mercer 4-2 Nucks. Let me go to live stream in case I missed any here. Serrano 4-3, I got that. CL Jets 3-0. Pearlo. I have. What do I have? It's gonna be tough to score against. Hellebuck's gonna be tough to score against. I have 3-1 Jets. 3-1 Jets. Quite a few, Ulysses, and I really don't have time to go back to them. But we got a few more. I'm going to go a little long to grab all of them right now. So the next game, Avalanche versus Coyotes. I do believe it'll be Grubauer in. I don't know. Yeah, Grubauer is in. Nothing confirmed for the Coyotes, which really worries me as far as the Coyotes are concerned, because Ranta could be hurt like any time. So, oh, Rickett took 3-1 Jets. Well, we both took the same thing, Rickett. We're same. We're same. Ricketts 4-2 Abs. Jacket 6-2 Abs. Serrano 4-2 Abs. Mercer 5-1 Abs. Let me go over to the live stream. Oh, okay. You got whatever app you have shows he's confirmed. Okay. Avatar 4-0 Abs. And Pearlo. So Ranta can just go off, right? Ranta can go off like nobody's business. That's the problem, but I think they're going to get swarmed pretty good. And then Grubauer's playing so well. Yeah. I'm going to say 3-0 Avs. 3-0 Avalanche. Ulysses has 4-2 Avalanche. So now for a tie. For a tie, if everybody's in the chat, everybody can, well, I don't know how we're going to do it, but you can pick between a ring, a necklace, or a bracelet. So CL31 Avs. So what I'll do is the first person to say a ring gets the ring. The first person to say a bracelet gets the bracelet. You got to be right on top of it though. So yeah, I think they're going to get bitch slapped today too. I think so, yeah. I would be, well, you got to win first. You got to win first, Ulysses. And you got to be in the chat. So you got to get one of these right and the score and be in the chat, and then you can tell me. Don't tell me now. It doesn't help now. I'm glad you want a necklace, but okay. I got to get a Pearlo catalog. That's what I got to do. Pearlo swag catalog, right? I think so. Yeah, good idea. That's a good idea. I'll be very surprised if they win. Very surprised. And disappointed, yes. Final game, Kings versus Sharks. Kings versus Sharks. Jonathan Quick looks likely. Martin Jones is in for the Sharks. I think the Kings are playing on a back-to-back, right? San Jose sucks. Kings are on a back-to-back. Yeah, they just played Vegas. San Jose, what do they got? How many games have they played? San Jose's on 3 games in 4 nights. They went from St. Louis they went from home to, are they at home? San Jose's at home, yeah. So I got to do picks for that game too. I don't think I did put picks in for that game yet. There's a live stream. Okay. Kings versus Sharks. Serrano. 3-2 Kings. Jacket 4-3 Kings. Rickett 5-4 Sharks. That's CL 5-2 Kings. If you go to, there's 3 packages. The highest one is $25 a month. And you can cancel anytime. And if you go over there and say you're Ulysses, I'll give you a free month. Avatar. Sharks, you think you have a chance? Did I put you down, Mercer? I don't remember seeing you. 3-2 Sharks, okay. Los Angeles is on a back-to-back. I don't like Quick. LA could outplay San Jose, and San Jose could still win this game. I also don't like Jones. I don't like this game. I don't like this game. Somebody take 4-3 Kings already out. Because did somebody say that MJ's on the Sharks in this game? Yeah, I know they're looking really good. I think I went. I don't like this game. I don't like this game. I like Ricketts' pick of 5-4 Sharks. But I don't want to take it. 5-3 Sharks. And I'm not sure about that. I really am not. I always get burnt by back-to-backs. Always. Like LA looked really good last night. And Quick being in net. San Jose's got, I don't know. I'm probably going to hate myself for that pick, honestly. One thing I do like is the over for that, if anybody knows me. I like the over for sure. Well, boys and girls, that's our full 42%. I have to get going now. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in and enjoying this fine program. You'll be back tomorrow, 3 to 5. I'm sure that probably the GOAT is going to be doing a live tonight, doing play-by-play. Check him out. Joe, Off the Wall Joe, is doing a video with Evan from E-Money on the money, and that'll be fun. Go check that out if you haven't. Oh, fave picks. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Okay, do it quick. Everybody put their fave picks down. Fave picks. Do it quick. What's your fave picks for tonight? Everybody left already. Jacket, Islanders, 4-2. I think everybody left anyways. Serrano, Flyers 4-2 is your fave pick. My fave pick is probably Minnesota to crush. But anyways, we'll do this again tomorrow. I got to go. It was awesome. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Have a great day. Take care. There will be Frolic. Okay, bye.